Okay, so the marks allocated are as shown. You would, for this question number 1, you would get a mark for this bit, you would get a mark for this bit, and you would get a mark for the final answer that rounds it to 2 decimal places. Remember, when you're rounding, if this number here is 5 or more, this number here would round up, and if it's less than 5, this number here would stay the same. For question number 2, you would get a mark for changing it into the top heavy fractions like so. Then you would get a mark for here, and I would also give you a mark for getting it into a mixed number, which is what you started with. So 3 marks for question number 1 and 3 marks for question number 2. Question number 3, the marks are allocated as shown. So you get a mark for showing that you can substitute in, so that's 1 mark, and then a mark for carrying out the calculation, that's 2 marks. For question number 3b, a mark for substituting in and a mark for getting the right answer, again. And the same again for question 3c, a mark for this line here and a mark for the final line there. For question number 4, you would get a mark for getting the x's correct and a mark for getting the y's correct. So 2 marks for question number 4. For question number 5, you would get 1 mark because you're carrying out 1 operation. For B, you would get 1 mark again. So 1 mark for A, 1 mark for B. For C, you would get 2 marks because you're carrying out 2 different steps. Even if you make a mistake here, but you carry out the second operation correctly, you would get a follow-on mark. And similarly, if you didn't get the last bit, but you managed to get this bit, you would get 1 out of the 2. So that's 2 marks for this question. 5D, you would get 2 marks for this question as well. It doesn't matter whether you say 7 equals x or x equals 7, I'm happy with either one of those. For question number 6, you would get 1 mark for multiplying that out correctly. For question number 7, you would get a mark for expanding the bracket. That's 1 mark there. And a mark for expanding the bracket and a mark for sorting it out correctly at the end. For question number 8, you get 1 mark for multiplying out the bracket correctly. For question number 9, I would give you 1 mark for that at this stage. And for question number 10, I would give you 1 mark for having 9 over 50 simplified. So the total is 3, 6, 6 and 6 is 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 23, 24, 25, 26. So the total would be out of 26 if you want to give yourself a score. Thank you.